just hear me trying to console Yeon. I opened my door and I didn't expect him to be right outside my room. That's why I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then he thought he was in trouble because of the way I explained it. I was like, oh shit! And then he thought he was in trouble, and I was like, you're not in trouble, come here, come here. And then his tail was down, and he was scared, and he thought he was in trouble. What a fucking idiot. You know, if you just turn to him and you go like, Yeon, why? And then he would go home. He would just go home. Because he thinks he did something wrong. Thanks, Tiggets. Okay, case summary. Since it's not 2 yet. Wow, I'm so on time. So basically what happened in this case was we were approached by a young girl whose sister is the chief prosecutor of the department, who was accused of a murder that someone else allegedly witnessed, her stabbing someone in the parking lot and the body in the trunk of her underling. And turned... Yeah, I don't know, fucking Google it. I don't know. Good luck. You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty, and to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. I'll take Alana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give you this to you if there's a break in today's trial. The most important thing is the fact that this trial references a trial that happened 2 years ago, where the chief police and the chief prosecutor, which is the person we're defending in the case, was accused of forging evidence to put a serial killer behind bars. We don't know how exactly or who, but it's very much implied that it was the chief of police that did it. And we need to prove it, basically. Because this drawing sucks! Evidence law, Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Is that right? Her older sister's the other one involved. I mean, I think I already know what's going on. Though my claims were more outlandish than what actually happened. She said, if you're planning to take something, you're going to need this book. I guess I'll give the book a read. From Miss Guy, explains the 2 rules of science, evidence law. Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now. All that's left is the chief prosecutor's sentence. I should look at it. What does it say? No evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. I already forgot what it was. What? We're gonna have to use this in court for sure, otherwise they wouldn't give it to us. Kiss me, Edgeworth. Haven't you figured it out why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat despite all these allegations being thrown at me, Mr. Edgeworth? The real trial today hasn't begun yet. What else is there left to do? Your credibility's all been ruined with this forged evidence you're unaware of. Emma Skye found out she's unwittingly caused a man's death, and now you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal. You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. And I'm guessing the actual killer is the chief of police. And we're going to expose him. No matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring to an end. Yeah, can we go to trial again? I want to do the contradiction stuff. Why did she stick a knife into his body again? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know why they took evidence out of the SL6 incident, or why they tampered with the evidence then to involve themselves into the case now. I don't remember. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Landeskine. They'll probably summarize it just now. The inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. So basically, a witness saw this woman, the person we're defending. She said she saw her very clearly stab a man. But the thing is, that man was already dead when she stabbed him. She was switching the knife that was in his body. Normally, this is worth more than witness, but thanks, Kurban. This isn't you to say. You see, there's some concern that you, Edgeworth, may have struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witness. I didn't say that. It's just everybody has been talking. Very well. I have a solution. A solution. That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses, but there's no precedent for what you're proposing. Martin Williams. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Well, what do you say? Unbelievable. Edgeworth found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the proposal. They're setting up Edgeworth. We don't know. I think the chief of police was setting up Lana. I think. The defense may call for the next witness. You do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. The defense calls. Time to bring out the real murderer. Obviously this guy. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant. That's the chief of police. What does he have to do with anything? As a defendant partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. And then I think this is the trial that's gonna tie SL6 to the whole case that's happening now. Thank you, Yeet. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also been the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree? True, alright. Bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. However, I kind of forgot my thought process from yesterday. State your name and occupation. What is this, some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation. That means I got it right. It is him. Are you sure you want to do this? I want to play hardball. Fine, my name is Damon Gant and I'm the chief of police. Now, the court requested your testimony. What's with a grim face? Let's clear up this SL9 and oh, it's SL9, not 6. You mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There are still some things unaccounted for. Oh, like what? Like the role you played in all of this. The evidence forgery in the SL9 case was they did not have concrete evidence to put the serial killer in jail. So when an accident happened, they made it seem like the serial killer killed that guy and then faked the evidence so that they could present that evidence to court and actually get him executed. Even though he was guilty, they forged something. That was, in case anybody missed that. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Is that a threat? Weapons. Take my testimony. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. Why? The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Why? Such an active with it carries a certain risk. I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. The witness may now begin his testimony. Oh shit, here we go. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help. How did they slip up? When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Well, that's a lie. Because it was found in his safe. He just lying on the floor unconscious. And there's... When Emma said Neil flying, it seems dark, bumped his head. see, everything seems pretty clear-cut. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I better hit him hard and fast. Am I allowed to press him? We don't know what this is yet. I'm trying to remind myself. I'll just press everything first. As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day. Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away. Was the defendant Lanisky also present in the room? I don't remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it. To make a long story short, we slipped up. How did you slip up? Two of you ran immediately after him. But Dark made it to the elevator first, so Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. He got lucky. This is about a power outage. Oh, the elevator stopped all of a sudden. I got the shock of my life. Okay. I don't need to save right now. I went to my office and I found Lana there. Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying on the heap of floor all tangled together. Okay. Dark was also lying. Apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were the two girls, Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. How can you know that? Because the victim's body had already been moved, so that means... Yeah, that checks out. You found the body near Lana's... Well, he could be lying, but I can't prove him wrong on that point. But I can... Yes. I can prove him wrong on the next point. I had nothing to do with forgery. No, that's a lie. You're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office. He might not have actually helped move the body, but... Yeah. The contradiction is right here. Half of this list was found in his desk. There we go. Forgot I had that. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery, but I'm afraid that claim is you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found. I think I could have used the safe, the what we found in his safe too, the piece of leather and the vase thing. Take this list. That's the list Emma Sky drew her picture on. This was discovered in your desk. Not only that, the piece of jar. Yeah, you could use that also. It's found inside your safe. Found where? You see? These articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Okay, that was straightforward. What's the meaning of this? Ho, here's a defense attorney who may be rival-worthy. Who may rival- So you admit to it, you're involved? Who, me? Or do you mean you? I would... You were the one who snuck in my office when you found this evidence. Yeah, but we have two people that could back us up. Gumshoe was there with us. Yeah. Oh, shit. Worthy. Not even detectives are sent from. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. Detective Gumshoe Sally drops any further, you'll end up paying to work. It was me, the killer. Yeah, I was the killer. In light of detective's presence, give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence and their relation to the forgery. He just tried to imply that it wasn't related to him. A jar fragment and a list. Oh yeah, he's gonna double down on it. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyways, you can't prove when these pieces of evidence were discovered. No, we can use the photo to prove that he always had the jar. When investigating a crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You don't understand what your beliefs, right? There will be consequences. I think the photo... Wait, can I cross-examine that or no? What are these guys telepathic? What the fuck are they saying? For all I know, you could have found them in my office. You can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. I don't know what that means. But, so the thing is the jar. It's in this photo. But what is it? How does that prove it? It proves... Oh, it proves that he had the jar before. Can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. I think it's this. I think it's this line. Fuck, it's wrong. Your Honor, what? Shit. Can't prove when they were discovered. I'll just press everything. I'll press everything. Appreciate you stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You would have the guts to do something like that. I'll have you know. Back in the what? Okay, whatever. You can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence. If you have proof to the contrary, you're gonna need it later. What else I'm talking about? When Wright's prints are found. If they're found inside my safe, they would prove his investigation was illegal. But we found Emma's prints. You can't prove when they're discovered. Or can we? What do you mean by that? This is pretty hypothetical, but suppose I did place those items in my safe, such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. Concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery. I'm not through speaking, it all depends when. He's saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation. It would appear not. It wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day... Oh! Okay, that was the line. I still think it's the photo. Yeah. No! What? But it exists before the case. Why can't I use that? How can you look me in the eye and say that because I'm innocent? Remember, who was it that murdered Neil? I'm not sure. I care for the word murder. Oh, I was supposed to just keep pressing him. The resolution of SL9 incident secured permission of chief. Okay, but like, technically that should have worked. I mean, yeah, I guess I should just press, but it's like, he said you can't, he's like, you're saying the thing materialized. Like, no, it's in this photo before the case. So, I guess I thought too far ahead again. Thanks, Sarah. Even though that was the very next line, the resolution was merely sped it up. Is that true? Yes, he was going to make chief anyways. Be careful when pointing out you might wind up being pointed at. So that means there's one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, you know me better than that. There's only 3 people I look out for, me, myself, and I. Do you mind if I change my testimony? Okay, now there's probably a hole. I wouldn't be anybody's accomplice if there's nothing in it for me. Interesting. Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly, that girl, Lana's little sister. If you think I felt sorry for her, you think again. You're right, you don't feel sorry for anyone. He helped... Oh, okay, easy. He helped Lana cover up Emma's murder so that he could call in a favor from Lana later down the road. Such as the taking the fall for Goodman's murder. We said this like 6 times. The judge is a little slow. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you. So they could forge more evidence if they need to. How would he profit? He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? It must mean puppet as someone forced to do his You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive? To appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this, that I controlled Lana? Yes. Is Lana testifying I've done such a thing? Well, no, but... Fuck. Yeah, of course not. But she kept the... He kept the prints of the leather to prove that Emma had something to do with the murder to blackmail Lana. But how or what that leather is the question. I'm afraid without any proof this all amounts to nothing, unless that's also what happened in this incident. This incident, what would that be? Of course I'm talking about, that's the body that Lana is supposed to take the fall for. Chief prosecutor has been acting strange, almost as if someone has been controlling her. Wait, this, we haven't seen this art yet. That's new. Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Just what do you mean? What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gann is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, the chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. Yeah, we established this like fucking 6 light years ago. You can't be serious. This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder, that is completely expected in the modern day age. I would be surprised if we found out that most of the chief of police don't take bribes. Serious? That's like more realistic that he does. What Mr. Edwards said in easier to understand language. No. It's too late. There's no turning back for us now. Looks like he's the one who decided to go through with this. Can you prove this? That the chief is involved in this murder? No. Lol. Show us the evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Oh, shit. I have 3 pages. I have 3 scroll wheels full of evidence. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Can I just... I think I can just put this and go like... I don't have the evidence for it because... I'm gonna try it. So long, Righto here is tossing out things regardless of their relevance when I toss something too. This shoe should do it nicely. You're always quite the jokester. Looks like I got it wrong. Fuck! I mean, like, wouldn't he just... But try to think back what happened to the evidence room. We did find something. Oh, shit! I forgot! Right! Okay, thanks for the hint. Yeah. His... Oh, no! My badge! Oops, I didn't mean to click that. I forgot! Yo, it's been so long. Okay, shut up. It's not my fault. I forgot. This is the ID card list. I forgot! There's a ID record list of who entered the evidence room where the guy was murdered. He was there. 7777. You can't prove that's my number. It's your number. How do you know that? The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. Yeah, but isn't that illegal? So like we found that out by illegal means. So you can't use that, right? Oh my god, he's sweating. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would demand Mr. Wright to be punished to the maximum extent, full cock of justice. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. I almost kicked my tablet down. Chief Gant, so you admit it, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. What about it? I'm chief of police, whether it's evidence room or bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you enter the room, are you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. That's just not true. That guy has such a puppy face. I hadn't seen him in days. False! You hadn't seen him in days? I'm afraid you just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with him. But I don't remember. We're going so far. No, it isn't. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? He killed him. I'm gonna ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. Dude, I'm supposed to know this, but I don't remember. Because it's been a while. It's something really obvious. I don't remember though. Proof that the victim went to meet him on the day of the crime? How can I prove that? If only one person's card is needed to swipe open the lock. Well, there's a bunch of blood there. This is the only thing I can think of. Something more solid? Yeah. Shit. Save. I tried. There's something more solid than that? Dude, I feel like I literally don't remember. He went to meet him on the day of the crime. What, the killing? Oh, no, the cleaning? Wait, he lost his card, so maybe he needed to use the chief's card. Oh my god! Oh shit, okay, I still figured it out. It only took me 5 years. Oh. Oh, well, I didn't know you would have to give the report to the chief of police. Why the fuck would the chief of police go do some shitty paperwork? You would think it would be like, it says it? Let me read. Did it? I must have not read that part. No, it doesn't. Oh, it says it here. Oh shit. That word became, that sentence was just great to me. I didn't see it. He filed it, how do you know? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. Okay, at least I still kind of got it. But I technically should be dead right now. Oh, you took the form, then you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I try to use the blood on the ground. But then they could be like, oh, it's not, it's someone else's blood. No other way they could have entered the room. Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman. Well, yeah, probably, because I don't think they would have. They wouldn't introduce another character this late into the case, and it has to be him. Metagaming. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. What's that? Be oil blotting? I can get oily. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention, oh. Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yeah, you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent to Detective Goodman, he would have used it twice. Okay, well that works too. Oh my god! What the fuck? The murder's most place spur of the moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contact Alana prosecutor office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body. You're forgetting? The victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? Oh, when he called, that's why he called him to pick up the screwdriver, so that when Edgeworth went to the evidence room to put in the screwdriver, he moved the body in his trunk. And then he knew that he would go back to his office, so that it would go back to the prosecution parking lot, and then he would ask Lana to take the fall for it. Now I use the screwdriver as evidence that he wanted to use Edgeworth as transportation. Ergo. Think how the judge would look like an absolute Chad if he's shaved? No, he's probably like one of those super omega powerful old anime dudes. If he rips off his shirt, he has like a six-pack on a six-pack. Chief can't use this. I'm pretty sure it's this. But like, it sounds like it doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure it's this though. Also, I can't save, so. This is how he moved it. What's that? A screwdriver? It's what the screwdriver means. Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What's this screwdriver doing here? It's here because... Give me Edgeworth. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Kiss me. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office. So he made sure that he returned to the office by asking him to put it in there. You mean I, the body found in the trunk. He drove it home! Dan's game! Stinky? Yeah, how do you not smell that in your trunk? Do you feel like you would be able to smell a dead body in your trunk? Maybe if it was there for a couple days. It was only there for like 20 minutes. Maybe he had like one of those tree things you hang on the rear mirror. Yeah, it's probably There's not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk. If she was checking to see if it was there. Your time's up. Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the district Attorney General. We have to get going if we're gonna make it in time for the early bird special. Cross-examination isn't finished. Remember what I told you earlier, I don't have to testify. Wait, that's so useful. I should become a chief of police. And then go fucking shooting people left and right. And then go like, well, I don't have to testify. Run away, don't make me laugh. I stabbed Goodman is what you're saying, but if you have any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. You think I had Lana dispose of the body? Then show your proof. I don't have proof. Any concrete proof? Prove it. No, I don't. No. I don't have proof. What? I do have proof? I don't have proof. No, that was right. That was right. I don't have proof. I actually don't. Yeah, I don't have proof. Made me doubt myself, man. In absent conclusive evidence, the only other method is testimony. But he invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions. Oh shit. I'm pretty sure it's Lana. Save? She may not be willing. The defense calls forth Lana. She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15. Her task to dispose the body. In accordance with certain someone's orders. The prosecution has no objections. Very well, the court will now take its recess. In 15 minutes we'll reconvene. This court is now hold! Hey, came back! He was like, oh shit! I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. Yeah, of course he doesn't want her to testify. Well, no, you could just try her as a minor, and then put her in therapy or something, because it was an accident. It's like... He's just blackmailing in court. Well, he's the chief of police. He can do what he wants. What a shit justice system. There was a guy who's literally trimming his beard with a knife and drinking in the court while testifying as a witness. So, what do you think this is, huh? You think this game's based off of real life? You think this game's based off of real life, huh? You think I can just, like, pull out? Oh, yeah, oh, I kind of forgot. We literally had a parrot as a witness. A parrot. Polly the parrot. This guy's such a hunk. Thank you, Maroon. There's no edgy boy in this. Wait, what? Edgeworth is edgy boy. My office, I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. Maya. Rip Mia. Edgy or gummy? Oh, edgy. Chief Gant's done it again. How's he always get the upper hand? It's not fair. He has the right to refuse to testify. I got Gumshoe fired. He got himself fired when he decided to corroborate. I think he's Aldrix. That's not cat. There are certain risks to be considered. Kith me, edgy. It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. You mean he forfeits his right to say anything? Kith me. Maya died. No, she went back to the mountains to train to be a spirit medium. So, yeah. I didn't get the good ending with her, apparently, because when she was leaving on the train, you had one last chance to show her something to make her feel good about herself when I showed her my badge, and then she was like, oh, okay, bye. I mean, I don't think it was gonna materialize Mia in front of me, so what's the point? sex her? Mia? Mia died. Is this a harem game? No. Thank God. Mia is under 18. No, Maya is. Mia isn't. Mia is the one with the big banging tits. She's not under 18. She's like 25 or something. I kind of missed that, to be honest. The body's under 18. See, here's the thing. When Mia took over Maya's body, Maya grew banging tits, and her height also increased. So, like... You know all that I've done these past 2 years. Please provide the court with your testimony. Remember, you're under oath. We want to hear the truth. The truth! Tell the truth! You fucking bitch! If you just told the truth from the start. Tell us about your relationship. You're the only chance we have. Gant and the fabrication. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated all the evidence 2 years ago by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motive was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Yeah, right. Oh my god, dude. Stop lying. She's stalling. Confessing to capital offense, of course, I'm sure. I gotta find the contradiction. Okay, well. Press everything. How many years? Ever since I made senior detective? 24? Oh, 5 years, so she's 29. Detective again, we're legendary partners. We saw them testify. She must have been good. Coming from the same school as me. Up. Being a respectable detective. There's no truth. But think about it, you didn't murder Kevin, but you told me as much yesterday in jail. You don't get it, do you? Bye-bye. Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. Yes, you did. You stabbed his dead body. Did you do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his victim. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. If it was justifiable self-defense, she wouldn't have been charged with anything. True! So you did this all by yourself? Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived? It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? But he died from an unfortunate accident. That's a situation you dream was possible. Reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's knife. Prosecutor Marshall wound up getting killed by Dark, something like that. If so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. That was found lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. I don't remember. What did you do? I broke off the tip of the Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body. You planted the tip of Dark's knife and then you moved the body. Why? Why did you move the body? The body was found at your desk. Yes. Why did you move it? The reason is simple. The reason. The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. Pieces of jar. That wretched jar. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body. When you first found the body, the jar was already shattered. Oh, when he was writing on it, he must have accidentally shattered it. The jar must have broken during their struggle. Well, no, then how the fuck did he write on it, you dumb bitch? He wrote on it when he was dying. You arranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep him from looking like the murderer? How many times do I have to tell you Emma didn't do it, period? Are you so desperate to hide that fact and willing to risk the death sentence? What is unpardonable? There's nothing you can do. Mr. Remus is lying. Looks like she determined to protect you. She insists she fabricated. There's no way she could have done it alone. I got to get her to talk more. She's lying. Okay, I think that's everything we pressed. There's no truth. Fabricated all the evidence. I broke it to the planet. The piece of the jar shattered during the events threatened my plan. No, right there. Go back up at the jar. The piece of jar that shattered during the events. No, it happened after. She saw Emma written on it. And then fucking yeeted it. Yes! It's right. Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered? If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction with your testimony. Contradiction in my testimony. I'm a little bit confused about the knife part though. You testify, and I quote, the pieces of the jar that shattered during my events threatened my plan. That's right. Do you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight. You see, a message was written on the jar with the victim's blood. Yes. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not have been broken before he died. Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed. We may be missing something critical. We're about the truth. Tell me exactly what you saw and piece together the information. Jar, message, and blood. Now she's gonna like change it a little bit. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was too dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. You mean you're the one who wiped away the messages and blood? Then how did she miss like such a big streak of M? Why wasn't she prosecuted at the time if she didn't think Dark was the real murderer? That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. But then, that guy had a piece. Final fragment found in Chief Grant's safe. I immediately noticed the blood traces, but oh, press everything first. So the jar's already broken. It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier. You were an ace today. You really think you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces? Normally I would have. Thank you, Vuska. But it was dark in the room. I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. Oh shit! It's already over. It was dark in the room. It was dark in the room. That's true. You didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No, if I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust. Barely had enough time to move the body. If someone happened to see you lose your chance, you must have been in a hurry. Yes, I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. She missed a huge spot, though. What do you mean? If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done? I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything but to gather up the pieces. Fragments were large, so I'm sure I got. She didn't get them all! How could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in the office. No, I always carry a pocket light and camera with me. Even I carry a bottle of luminol. Well, I think I was wiping them clean before they were discovered. It wasn't wiped clean though. Illegally rearranged the crime scene, yes. Yeah. I'm sure I got them all. Do I just use it again? Oh, I can't see the cracks. How are you sure you got them all when there's a big ass piece right there? Hold on. It's either this statement or this one. Well, I mean, I don't think she's lying that she wanted to wipe them clean, but I don't think she got them all. Because if she got them all, why was this one in the safe? Oh, it's right! I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found the final piece of the jar in Chief Gant's safe. Chief Gant's safe, but how? I knew it, she really didn't know. Yes. He kept it because Gant found out and used it as blackmail. Yeah, I wanted to see the cracks to make sure that was the piece she couldn't wipe off. But like all the other ones are ... so. One explanation. On the night Prosecutor was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Yeah. Couldn't the defendant simply have missed the piece? You know, I kind of thought that too. But what are the chances that he has such like a key piece? Gant must have seen it. When the lightning flashed or something? I don't know. You and I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures and he got interrupted. Have you forgotten? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. There's no way a name could be written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. Hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Dark downstairs. I didn't skip it. The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that for 2 years? Well, can you answer us that? I thought I'm supposed to answer this. Arrived at the scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar. Purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question. What is his action called? Forgery? Oh. Fabrication of evidence. I was close. It starts with F. Why would the Chief Gant do that? Isn't clear what happened afterwards. Discovering the scene, Lana believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Ah! Ew! She fucking bit blood out. That's nasty. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Isn't that what I do? No. Not really. I don't twist the truth. You said that one time about steak. I was just kidding. Oh, there's cake in the fridge. I just remembered. Woo, my day just got a lot better. Something wrong? Lana? Maybe right after all. Wait. I think my theory might actually be right. It's a lot more grim than that. I remember saying last stream that Gant killed Marshall and then made it look like it was the serial killer, but then making Lana think it was Emma. But I thought, I don't know, we'll see if that's what he's about to say. If evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma accidental killing might also be a lie. Oh my god! I remember calling that! That has to be it. It has to be way worse. There's a possibility that it will if you tell the truth. Very well, I'll testify about what I really saw. Alright, the witness may testify once more. But then they convinced me that it was Emma. But then I feel like this always has a happy ending. I don't think they would want strings tied to Emma at all. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on the suit of armor's sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. Chief can't help me remove the body from the sword and carry it, but if it was all fabrication, Emma might be innocent. So you had him help. That means you, like, ran and got his help? How the fuck can a little girl push someone to get impaled? It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed. And I must have known. See, she really had faith. Wait, she didn't give you shit. What? What the fuck did she give me? Oh! Yo, I fucking see it. Game! Hello! That guy died. I guess you could say he got the point pretty quickly, huh? Like, it just doesn't make sense how the fuck you push someone and then they, like, joist themselves up and then, like, go like, oh, I've been impaled. That doesn't make sense. That piece cut out from his vest. That would be the cloth we found inside. Oh, that's the leather piece. That would incriminate her further. And she was okay, so that proves that she pushed him, but not necessarily that she pushed him on the spear. It just means she pushed. And if it was shitty, the core was shitty, he could use that as leverage. Oh my god, Emma, you dumb fuck. Those prints, it's your prints. Oh, she doesn't know. Oh yeah, we didn't tell her. Damn, Gant is a fucking 5-head, but I'm a 6-head because I figured it out. I mean, Wright did, but whatever. She doesn't know. You think a 14-year-old girl is able to push a grown-ass man hard enough to get himself impaled on a spit? He's filibustering! He's literally filibustering. Dude, he's pulling a Hassan. It's like when you talk and like clutter comms to stall. You're ready to decline testify, that means you forfeit your right to make statements. Yeah, get the fuck out. Go away. That must be the risk we were talking about earlier. Just sit back and relax. Enjoy the sound of your noose tightening around your own neck. Wow, that's grim. GG. Oh my god. You think I'm worried? Yeah. Thanks, Mercury. He's trying to throw you off. The evidence will do all the talking for me. If I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Wait, you mean you still have conclusive evidence? No, I don't, but someone does. I have it because he knows that it would make Emma look like she did the murder. Thanks, imprisoned lion. So that means we have to prove somehow that Emma didn't kill him when she pushed him. I can't show that though. Achoo! Yeah, exactly. Can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present it? The one who shows who really killed, no. Oh my god.
Bless you.
No, sorry, don't have it. I know you took what was inside. No, can you prove that was inside the safe? Why don't you prove that was inside the safe? You just said it's not yours. Oh! You said it's not yours. What are you talking about? Nothing. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? Yeah, why does it have like those flappy things? Thanks, Zakarot. You have this in your safe. So why did you have that in your safe? That means he just admitted to blackmailing Lana. You have been concealing evidence is gonna be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. Contradiction time. You admit to it. I think... shit. Fuck! I think now... Okay, there's one thing I'm confused about is the knife switching thing. I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana, so you were manipulating her. I knew Lana. If I made it look like the lady with the sister, that when she saw my scene, she asked for my aid, so you assisted. The Sky, I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room. And I ended up using the evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene. Mind you, 2 pieces of evidence that you meant those items in your safe, but why? For insurance. Insurance. I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence? What do you take me for? Fool, I don't make police shit out of luck. See the jar fragment. I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. He's admitting blackmailing. But, okay, maybe he didn't, assuming he didn't actually kill Marshall. But, we have to figure out how it decisively links him to asking Lana to hide good man's body. Whatever that guy's name is, I forgot. True. He could have written that. So you admit to it that you were hiding the cloth, you cut off the victims, and you're safe. Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to do that, being the chief and all, but it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you say you didn't have any evidence. Foolish move. You could have shown it then before it was too late. It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has arrived. Lions don't. Well, he already admitted to blackmailing. I can show it, and then somehow mental gymnastics my way into proving that Emma wasn't the one who pushed. And I mean, I still have full HP, so I'll show it anyways just to see what's up. The evidence that shows who murdered. Wait. I mean, I don't think it shows who murders Prosecutor Marshall, though. I mean, I'll just see what happens. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece. Yes. At last, you've brought it out. What did he cut it out with, huh? A knife? The knife he killed someone with? Yeah, but it doesn't mean she pushed her on the spear. Or she pushed him on the spear. No. Okay, let's see how we filibuster our way out of this one. Why didn't you tell me? I don't know, because you're dumb. Ho 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 ho. I don't think she did. She didn't. I still don't think she did. There's gonna be something he says that gives us another clue. It's gonna be something about the knives. Fuck. Okay, I have a question about trophies. So when you win them, do you pass them on to another person? I don't know if that's like a different trophy or the same trophy, because you know what, let's just see how this goes. Whatever, I don't know. That, my friend, is serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges. I'll have your badge, boy! What's the matter? Cat got your tongue. Aren't you gonna tell us how it feels? I never won a trophy in my life, so I don't know how it works, okay? How it feels to be one who single-handedly prevents a murder. Before I do that, there's one thing I have to clear up. No.
Can I send you a gavel, Your Honor?
Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? Chief Gant, you're absolutely right. This piece of God proves who the real murderer is. Who killed, you ask? It was you. Well, that proves who the real killer is. I think it's talking about how is removed. Like, there's... How was it cut? With a knife? The piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. Wait, it's not a square. Wait, I don't know. No, there's no way, right? It can't just be it's not because it's a square. That's fucking stupid. A piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. Wait. How is there no blood behind it? How come there's no blood on it? It has to be that.
Take that!
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's right, judging from the dialogue. Oh my, I'm on a roll! His chest is soaked with blood, that's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. That piece of cloth has no blood! Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on its cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at the time. Now then, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He must likely hit his head and was knocked out. Oh my god! Wait, I thought he just like stabbed him and that's fucked up. Wait, that's even worse. I thought he just given him like a quick little stab. Who could have arrived at the scene before Atlantic Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor and impaled him on the armored sword? Jesus, that's grim. Then to make it look like Emma was responsible, he wrote it in the victim's blood. A jar they broke on purpose. And make Lana believe their sister did it. Remember you admitted only moments ago that you personally cut out this bloodless piece. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating this insurance, you proved you were the actual murderer. Mamma mia. I refute. What do you mean you refute? I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence. Did you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son. Dude, is this like who's less illegal at this point? Whose evidence is less illegal than the other person's? True, legal evidence cannot be used to convict a person, assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal. Seems at last. The time for me to reveal my plan has I had a plan this whole time? That you purposely and illegally concealed this? No, because it wasn't relevant until now. It's not that I didn't present, it's that I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? There are certain procedures involved in presenting evidence. Don't listen to his lie, he's nothing but a coward. Oh, we're doing this by the books? There's only one issue left. Is this evidence legal or not? It is. Yes. I'm gonna say it is, just so the game could advance the plot. If you can prove it's not, okay, then we use the book. I would. There you go. Easy! Oh my god! I've done my homework. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth and nothing more. You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law. Evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department. Rule 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance. But then he just admitted the relevance, that's why. Because he was like, I cut it out of the cloth at the time of the murder. So... Sorry, but can you recall when that picture was presented that was shown only a few moments ago? He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave the value as evidence was you. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. Fucking galactical brain. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. He played himself. This is why you gotta check yourself. It was then you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police. What now? Anyway, should have gone right. Oh, he's admitting it. I can't get over the fact this guy looks like a puppy. Every time I see his face pop up, I'm like, man, that guy looks like a puppy. Thanks, Doraemon. Yeah, Marshall basically set the whole thing in motion because his, he said something felt weird about the fact that his brother died to the serial killer because he was like, my brother would never lose a fight and stuff. And they were like going off of vibes. I mean, it's a story. Whatever, what you expect. So he smelled something fishy. Because it was his brother that he loved. It's the fishy vibes. Oh, this is what happened. Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There's too many questions left unanswered. Thank you, King Bob. He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking his evidence out, he said, "It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it, the accursed knife. So he just shanked him with it. I couldn't just pull it out. Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worried so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker. Oh yeah, he's wearing gloves! I had no business doing any of it. Then you put the body in my car. Sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. Oh no, it's good, you know, don't worry about it. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. Yeah, no worries. Here's a Mustang or whatever. Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how could you get Miss Skye involved in all this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out, so you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. Felt bad. I also didn't have time to pick and choose what to take, so you left the jar of fragments in the glove. Looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me why, Worthy. Why do you stand in court? Me, you despise criminals. I can feel you and me were the same. One day you will understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Yeah, but we're not alone. We have dynamic duo. What's my name? Phoenix, Wright, and Edge. Forgot his first name. Give me. Oh, Miles. Well, time to say goodbye. Like, we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. I'm sorry, too. Bye. I knew you as you used to be. You were once a fine investigator example. Man, okay, why was the lunch lady being so fucking suspicious? She was so weird. I guess she actually was telling the truth most of the time. She was just being weird. I thought she was in the coup as well. I mean, she had reason to not like Skye though. Seems all the questions are in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, I couldn't get you out of this trial. Wait, so does she still have to go to jail? Oh my god! She smiled. Said apparently she hasn't smiled in years. By years, I mean 2. Sorry, but I'm taken by Edgeworth. Stop it! So is her, like, what's her sentence gonna be? Is this still jail? Oh, I mean, I guess they're not gonna say. Thanks, Shooty Bangs and Mario. I'm only doing my job. Stop it. Stop. Yeah, but she's not gonna die. She was gonna get executed, apparently. Oh, we are done! Oh my god, I think that was my best trial. That was the best trial I had. Nice. This is the longest trial. That was a fucking long trial. Holy shit. That's because there are like 3 different... There are like 3 arcs. There are literally 3 seasons in this case. You know, the first season is the underground parking lot with the lunch person. The second season... I already forgot. And then the third season was like all together. What was the second season? I don't remember. Oh, the second season was the evidence room with the cowboy guy. Holy shit, they had like 3 different arcs. That's a good ass DLC. Wow. Considering it's a DLC. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. No, I didn't know who it was in the beginning. I thought it was like the lunch lady and Marshall and the guy collaborating. Because the lunch person was just being so fucking suspicious for no reason. Why does this guy always do this? Why do I suck at Among Us? Because I find it more fun to play with my brain off and just going like, yo, it's this guy! I saw that person walking suspiciously. It's Clint! Man, it's just my head hurts. If I gotta pay attention too much, okay? Wait, Maya? Oh, who the fuck is this? Dementia. If they were gonna, if they had, like, used the details of the knife thing, I would have gotten confused, but they didn't. Because that was the only part I wasn't very sure what exactly happened. think that makes me a better... This game's more like detectiving than lawyering. What kind of lawyer goes like sniffing around in the ass crack of crime scenes, huh? They can make, I mean, one thing sounds interesting is they could do like someone who does law, who obeys the law by day, and then at night they find evidence for crimes that they're punishing illegally at night. They like do illegal ways of finding crime, but they're a lawyer during the day. I think that'd be a cool story. Give that guy like some superpowers too. Yeah, what's his name? Batman? Yeah, because he can't see and he uses like sonar hearing. Yeah, Batman. Pretty sure that's Batman. Sonar hearing is when you go like... I think that's what blind people do when they can't see. They go like, ah! And then they listen to the voice waves bounce off of objects surrounding them to get like a map, a 3D map in their head. Yep, just got a good look at your face. Thanks, Swarty. Kiss me. Kiss me, Edgeworth. Kiss me, Phoenix. Wright. Why does he have to look so constipated all the time? Thanks, V-Beeps. It's foreshadowing, isn't it? To the future series. He's gonna be all weird? Oh no. Wait, he's gonna become a nighttime vigilante? God, he's gonna have his own spin-off series as a crime-fighting vigilante. His name's gonna be Edge Man. The weapon was love. Oh my! This is so gay. Now kiss. Show him, yeah, kiss, kiss, kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss. Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find out on our own. Is it a team picture?
Take that!
Oh, I fucked up. scene! I thought it was like, it's just like this picture, we're friends. Dude, whatever, I don't fucking know. What was I supposed to show? What was that? What was this supposed to be? What was it supposed to be? The list? Why the fuck would it be the evidence list? I don't even know where it is. Wait. I thought they were talking about like I thought they were being Wait, I thought they were being like symbolic. Not literal. Oh wait, no, it is. It's both. Oh my god, whatever, dude. Just pretend they kissed and they had hot, steamy sex in the trunk of his car where the body died. In his red Mustang. Not reloading. Bye. Who's the bottom? I don't know. Has a duck. Maybe okay with me? Oh my god. I had to bribe a guard. How does he still have money? That explains a lot.
Objection!
If you didn't show cloth in the right order, they would have been game enders. Yeah, because it would have proved her to be the killer. Well, I thought I could just reload, so no, it's not a game ender. Wrong. Yeah, this is- I got the trilogy, so there's actually 2 more. I'm gonna go get some cake, I'll be right back. Missed the cutscene of what? Oh, this is not cake. This isn't cake. Dude! When I saw this for the first time, and you guys kept saying Monkash, I thought maybe like someone glued a knife to the hand, and then it kept like stabbing someone or something. Hey, this guy. He's allowed a knife in jail?
Happy thoughts. Gifted a tier 2 sub to Maggie Mushroom 1.
Thanks, Happy
This
Thought.
is their first gift sub in the channel.
Thanks, Luigi. Peg Gigi. Time to try this cake. It's so durian-y. Durian cake. Fine. I play Professor Layton now. The room's gonna smell now. Thanks, Sipsy.
Thanks for all the cozy streams, Daft Cozy.
He's off to find himself. Aww. Is it over? It's over. You're an achievement. Thank you, Mav, for 1,000 bits.
Dad, recently you've been the only streamer making me feel grounded. Thank you for being here, smiley face.
Thanks for 1,000. And thank you for the sub, Ed Deluxe. Get me the fuck out of here. What the fuck is this? Is it new game? Play this game? Oh, no. It's, oh. Like this. But I don't want to play this right now. Did you just call me a whore? Oh, you said more. I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to play this right now. I want to play Hades. I want to play Hades. This one episode, dude, those episodes are so long. Also, we never even finished Evil Within. I like jumping between games though. That way I don't get as burned out on stuff. I already played L.A. Noire. That was fucking hilarious.